Nivedita is here by taking a topic ozone layer and its depletion. This topic is from class 10th science. Our environment is the chapter. So in this we will study what is ozone layer and what is the cause for its depletion. Ozone layer, ozone is O3. So it is a form of oxygen, and as we write O3 means it is made up of 3 atoms of oxygen, and the gas is highly poisonous, and very little quantity of ozone is present in the lower part of atmosphere. You know very well, in the atmosphere there are layers, it is in the form of layers. So very little amount is seen in the layer, that is the lowermost layer, that is troposphere there. However, a very thick layer or large amount of ozone is present in the upper part of atmosphere, that is called as the stratosphere. Means its importance is in stratosphere, it should be there only. Okay, if it comes down, see, there are two words, good ozone and the bad ozone. If we say good ozone, means we are talking of the ozone which is present in the stratosphere. And when we say bad ozone, means when it comes into the lower part of the atmosphere. Okay, when it enters into the lower part of the atmosphere, then we call it as a bad ozone. It is, the layer is in the stratosphere, it is quite thick. Means if we just take its thickness from the equator, then it is about, thickness is 23 to 25 kilometers. And if we measure from the poles or above the poles, so that there its thickness is 11 to 18 kilometer. So this whole zone of the ozone which is present in the stratosphere, very thick layer, that zone is called as the ozone layer, and it is also called as ozone shield because this layer stops the entry of UV radiations. Okay, high energy UV radiations, but it allows low energy UV radiations, because UV radiations are very harmful, not only for human beings but for the plants and animals also. So this is a shield because it protects us from harmful UV radiation. So this is the importance of ozone layer. So that's why uh, we have to uh, means not to do any kind of activity like use of certain type of chemicals which can destroy the ozone layer, because it is having a great importance. Now, how the ozone layer is formed? Okay, how the ozone layer is formed. So in the stratosphere, what happens? There is the effect of UV radiation. See, this radiations cause two things. One is dissociation of ozone, means ozone breaks down into O2 and O under the influence of UV radiation, as well as parallelly or simultaneously ozone is generated also, means O2 plus O, that is formation of the ozone. So both the process goes on parallelly, and this way the equilibrium is set up there and it maintains steady concentration of the ozone in the stratosphere. Means both are dissociation and generation, both are going on, and this way the ozone acts as a shield and protects the all type of life forms. Now, this is about the ozone and its importance. Now, what is ozone depletion? In simple word, thinning of ozone layer is called as the ozone depletion. Means if it's a thickness somewhere, it is just reducing, so that is called as the ozone depletion. There are so many reasons ki why it is depleted, what is the cause for this. So causes are, it is depleted by the air pollutants, like many are there, but in the most important and comes into the first category is CFC, that is chlorofluorocarbon. Mainly this CFC is responsible for the destruction of ozone. The other pollutants are methane, that is CH4, and oxides of nitrogen. They also cause destruction of ozone layer. So these are the major causes which depletes the ozone layer. Now what is CFC? Chlorofluorocarbon. So CFC is not a natural substance. It is a synthetic material and it is very harmful chemical. And this CFC means the products CFCs. These are used in refrigeration and air conditioners as coolant, fire extinguishers, also means in fire extinguishers it is also used, and all type of aerosol sprayers, spray. Okay, sprayers means such type of sprays when we press them and uh, fine their spray comes out, such kind of sprayers like that of deo as we press comes out. So aerosol sprayers also prepared using the CFCs. So these harmful chemicals produce active chlorine. The reason is what? When CFC degrades, it produces the active chlorine. Chlorofluoro, its name is chlorofluorocarbon. Chloro means chlorine. So what happens? Under the influence of UV radiations, CFC produces the chlorine, and this chlorine destroys the ozone by converting it into oxygen. Okay. And what happens as a result? The ozone layer becomes thin. So this way the CFC destroys the ozone layer. And the amount of ozone, it is measured in the Dobson units. It is represented by DU. And this active chlorine is very harmful, means single molecule of active chlorine can convert 1 lakh of ozone molecule into the oxygen. Okay, so this strong destruction it causes. If ozone layer is continuously depleted, then in what way it can harm to all life forms? First of all, as you know, the ozone layer, it provide protection from the UV radiations, and if the ozone layer becomes thin, then the UV radiations enter will enter into the lower atmosphere, and it will cause so many harmful effects on man, plants and animals. Means it can cause the diseases like skin cancer, and radiations also cause damage to eyes by dimming eyesights. More harmful effects are it can damage to our immune system also, and in plants it decline the biomass production, that is the process of photosynthesis, And if the process of photosynthesis will be reduced rate, if the rate of photosynthesis will be reduced, then in the atmosphere the percentage of carbon dioxide will increase, and carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas. So what will happen? This will cause the global warming. So these are the harmful effects of ozone depletion. Now what is done? How can we protect ozone layer? So what is done at the international levels? Some efforts are taken to check the ozone depletion. First time the ozone hole, it was discovered over Antarctica in 1985, and a small hole is also discovered over the North Pole. Okay, so in 1987, the United Nations Environment Program, that is UNEP, signing an agreement to limit CFC's production. So many countries were involved. They have signed this agreement, and they promised that they will reduce the use of CFCs, as well as they promised that they will find out some alternate technology by which the CFC can be replaced by some other substance, and this agreement is called as Montreal Protocol.